All right, welcome back for another VOD review as we continue to do this every single day, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be reviewing a Spider-Man in a PLAT lobby. They said that this was a PLAT 3 game, and I'm currently in PLAT 2, but I feel like I'm low-key hard stuck because of the teammates I'm getting. But do you have any tips for this gameplay? And we're going to go ahead and take a review of this Spider-Man. Spider-Man is actually a very interesting character. There's a lot of people who misplay Spider-Man. There's a lot of people who play them very well, but it all depends on the teammates that you have, right? Again, if they have a Namor or they have an anti-dive team, it's going to make your life a living hell. But we're going to go ahead and do that and watch this Spider-Man gameplay here and see what else they could have done better to help with this gameplay. All right, chat, are you guys ready? I'm ready for some Spider-Man gameplay. They have a Spider-Man Venom combo, which is actually really good. If you understand Spider-Man, Spider-Man has a one-shot combo with Venom. So as long as he's able to hit these combos, he's able to take out a lot of 250 HP characters. All right, nice, nice. You want to be careful with Moon Knight. Moon Knight's ongs suck. All right, you do know he's there, so you got to wait for your cooldowns to come back. Iron Man kind of suffers. Nice shot. Nice shot with Iron Man. Good knowledge of the health pack. That's great. Yep, go for the squishy. Be careful of this. Yep. Good job recognizing he had his charge up. You have to be patient with Spider-Man. Spider-Man's one of the characters that you have to kind of play a little bit more like an assassin to get full value, right? Good job, good job. Wait for your cooldown. I don't mind you taking out the Iron Man. I don't mind you taking out the Moon Knight, but you gotta, there you go. Pick your opponents off just like that. Again, be more of an assassin than Spider-Man. But you want to look at your supports, their supports a little bit more. The Invisible Woman's going to give you a hard time because she's able to push you away, making you miss those combos. Yeah, you might have been punished there. Great combo. I like that you're taking out this Iron Man, but now you need to start thinking about their supports. The supports haven't died. Start taking out their supports. Yeah, I see the vision. He's used his E. He's used his Yep, there you go. He's used his left shift. Nice kill on the Moon Knight. Really good job. Yep. You have your ult here. Do it. Yeah! There you go. I saw the vision, though. I saw the vision. It's okay. It's all right. You didn't get the kills, but it's okay. You only got one. Not bad. Not bad. I saw the vision. I'm glad you used your ult there, though. There you go. Great job taking out the Iron Man. He's not having fun. Try not to target the tanks. You as Spider-Man don't really have a good time with tanks. You gotta start thinking about their supports. You gotta start taking out their supports. Their supports are just living for free right now. Even if you get them down to 75 HP, calling it out to your Bucky would be actually smart, or even your Venom. Something that you could be doing right now with your as Spider-Man is calling out with Venom who you're targeting. Great job just taking out that Iron Man. But your supports haven't really died. You've been targeting a lot of their DPS, which is not bad, but you gotta start taking out the supports. Yep, take her out. Take her out. She doesn't have an ult here. Wait for that to hit. Yep. You're so fixated with this Iron Man. You're really hyper fixated on this Iron Man. You gotta start looking for their supports.
The symbiote Spider-Man returns.
Yeah, this Iron Man is dying so much. You need to take out their supports. As a high mobility character, you should be going after, yes, the Sue. Now the Sue's gone. There she is. I solo all her right here. I don't care. There you go. There you go. Take her out. Exactly. That's all you gotta do. One kill is all you need. A lot of people think in this game you need to have 4 kills in your ult, if not you suck. That is not true. You taking out 1 support with your ult is more than enough.
You've captured more than half of the mission area.
Yep, I like this. I like this. Now get out. Now get out. Yep, good job. Now go back to their supports. Don't let their supports get this much value. Yep, yep. Take the Sue out. Good job. Oh, you don't have your C no more. They took out the Venom.
And stay down.
Nice. That's what you should be doing more. You should be doing that more. Right? Good job. Yeah, you're doing a better job now. You're not hyper fixated on their support on the Iron Man anymore. So look, the Invisible Woman was there. I would ult in. I don't care. I want the confirmed kill over the chance that an Invisible Woman could get away, right? So the chance with the Invisible Woman getting away, and this is why I say it doesn't really matter as long as you get a confirmed kill with your ult as a DPS. All you need is 1. Bucky is good to reset, obviously, but with a Spider-Man who is an assassin, right? You want to kill their supports. You want to get them out of the game because that's what's sustaining their team. They could have easily won that point. That Spider-Man was putting in a lot of work, killing the Iron Man, but they were so hyper fixated on the Iron Man that they forgot they need to take out their supports. The Adam Warlock got that res off like 2 or 3 times during that entire round, right? The Invisible Woman got her ult off so many times. They're getting so much value because no one's targeting them, right? Let's take a look at how many deaths they've had, right? Their Adam Warlock has died 4 times. Their Invisible Woman has died 4 times, but they could have gotten a lot less healing off if the Spider-Man was all over them, right? Those are things you need to start thinking about as Spider-Man. You're an assassin. Yes, you've killed the Iron Man 8 times, right? But at the same time, you should be focused more on their supports because you're able to dive in and dive out a lot easier. Those are the things you need to start thinking about as Spider-Man. Again, you did a really good job with the first half, but the second half, let's see, you focus more a little bit more on those supports.
Get ready.
Understanding priority. Here's the thing, as a strategist main, because I am a strategist main, there are different priorities each role has, right? As a strategist main, your main priority when you're a strategist is to keep your tank up. You keep your tank up means you can keep your front line. Your front line stays alive, the more space you can hold, right? Or the more space you can create. So it's going to be tank. Then the next thing is going to be your other support if they're getting targeted, and your DPS, right? Your DPS should be able to learn where those health packs are. I'm not saying don't heal your DPS. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is tanks, your support, then your DPS as far as your priority is concerned, because if your tank dies, the rest of your team is going to die quickly. You need to keep your tank up. However, you should be able to keep your other strategists up so that you guys can stay up to keep your tank up, to keep your DPS up, right? Those are your priorities as far as your strategist is concerned. As DPS, your main concern is to take out their backline. Backline, tanks last. Backline, tanks last. That's your DPS. As a tank, your job is to create and make space for your team by targeting their backline and pushing back on their team by utilizing your different abilities. Groot is very good at creating space, putting walls in between the supports and the DPS and the tanks. That's a really good job. Strange does a really good job with utilizing his abilities to create that space, the shield, pushing up, creating pressure because of the high damage output he's able to create. Those are different things that you have to do as a tank and different roles, but those are the things you need to start thinking about. A lot of people get mad because I talk about how tanks need to create space. Yes, it's your job as a tank to create the space. How do you create the space? By helping creating that space and opportunities for your DPS to take those people out. If there's someone on the high ground, it's your job as a tank to help take those people off the high ground if you're able to do so. If you're stuck on the ground and they're obviously in the air, you can't do anything about that unless you're a mobile tank. But at the same time, if you're able to do that, take them off the high ground, put pressure on them so that the DPS can create those spaces with you so that you're able to move up, right, and hold that space. It's your job as a tank to create and make that space, hold that space. It is very hard to play a good tank. It is very easy to play tank incorrectly. Again, those are the different things you need to think about. Moon Knight is also a really good target as Spider-Man because he has no real way to fight or get away from you. You have to play around his Onk. If he has an Onk, you have to be careful. He can place the Onk and it can displace you, which gives him the opportunity to basically one-shot. I like that you're targeting DPS, but you're not targeting the right people right now. You should be targeting their supports.
With the amazing Spider-Man.
Good ult, good ult. There you go. See, you targeted Adam Warlock and the Invisible Woman. They're not able to sustain during this fight. You guys should be able to win this point pretty easily. Yep, now get out of there. Get out of there. How did you guys lose this point? They have no supports.
Capture the mission area.
I missed something here. As DPS, it is good to play within line of sight of your team, but also create those angles. And what I mean here is right now, the Spider-Man is not within line of sight of their supports, right? So if he gets picked here, that's on him, right? Good job with that pick. That's a great pick. Right now they have this. Nice. I like this. I like this. Yep. Good job.
No webs needed.
You want to play within line of sight of your team. As flanks, and I say this all the time in my videos, those who play flankers like Black Panther, Spider-Man, even Namor can be played as a flanker. If you are playing a flank position, you should play within line of sight of your team, but also create angles. And what do I mean by that? That means don't play super in their backline and be like, where are my heals at? Where are my heals? Right? You can't be yelling at your supports if you're all the way in their backline and they can't see you. What you want to do is create an angle where you can put pressure on the backline, but still be able to come back for heals and go back and create that pressure again. Those are things you need to start thinking about as a flanker. As Spider-Man, think about those ways to be in their backline, be annoying, have them turn around for you, creating that pressure because of the fact that they have to constantly be thinking about where are you going to be popping up from. That's me on my off angles. Where are my heals? Exactly. GG, no heals, right? That's my favorite. GG, no heals. GG. Right now, this is not bad. I like this positioning because you're going to surprise them. What I would do right now as Spider-Man, though, is create this same type of pressure, but going down here. Oh, wait, this door's not open. But going down here somewhere, right? And playing somewhere up high where they can't see you. And now you wait to create that pressure by pushing in on their Sue Storm, even if you don't, and I'm not saying right now because obviously the door is closed, but let's say this door is open. And even right now, if you don't get the whole one-shot combo with Invisible Woman, the fact that you're able to sit in the back line and create pressure by getting her to maybe a quarter health with just a one combo, right? And then being able to zip back into your backline, get heals, and zip right back out to create that pressure in the back of that Invisible Woman's head and saying, man, this Spider-Man's gonna get me again, because now you brought her down to a quarter health. Your opposing DPS like this Bucky can try to finish her off for you. You don't have to always get that one-shot combo off. As long as you're creating pressure and making them think about you is enough for you to win this game. You have to start thinking that way, because they will eventually make a mistake because of all the pressure you're going to create. All right. By the eye of Mama Coco. All right. Wait for it. 6. Stay somewhere they can't see you. Yeah, you gotta stay away from that. You guys gonna lose this fight. Yep. Nope. Just regroup with your team. You guys are not going to win this fight. You're already down about 3 people. Something else I want to talk about. when you are playing this game, if you haven't done so already, go to your settings, go to audio, and then turn on 3D enhancement, but also in game, and I don't remember where it is. I think there is this one, KO sound cue. All right, turn that thing on. For those who are not knowing what this does, this gives you an audio cue when your teammates die. So if you hear the audio cue for when your teammates die and you hear 3 of them, then you know that you can't push in on this and this may be a lost fight. Same thing when an enemy announced is being KO'd, right? You want to be able to hear when their team is actually down. So you want to be able to understand when these things are going off. If you don't do that, you don't know when your team is up and when your team is lacking. Think about when the opposing team is on. If you don't have that on, please turn it on. I like this positioning. You have all here. Okay.
I got your back.
I like the ult there. Here's the only thing I would have done different. The only thing I would have done different, and that it's they had soul bonds, so there's not much you can do there. However, the only thing I would have done different as Spider-Man is I would have at least hit my right click on the invisible woman, because when you do, I'm pretty sure this happens, and all the Spider-Man that I've watched play in higher ranks usually hit them with a web. When they have the web symbol above them, they take extra damage. So if you would have hit the invisible woman with your web first, then ulted, there's a possibility you could have picked her off. Maybe not probable, but there is a possibility you could have picked her off with your ult. So that is something you could have done at least first, or you could have baited out soul bond, right? You could have baited out soul bond, waited, went back, and then ulted. So those are some of the things you could have done a little bit better there. But I do like the fact that you went in for the aggressive ult to see if you could have gotten a pick or two. It's not a bad idea, but there are some better ways to do it. Yeah, everyone would have been hit by an uppercut too. But again, one of the things that I would have done a little bit differently there is I would have baited out the soul bond, right? Or I would have tried to bait out an ability that would have been able to save them. Yeah! The uppercut used the ult. The uppercut using the ult is not a bad combo either. But they would have been able to get the soul bond out still, because it's just a left click for. There's a soul bond. You know soul is gone. Try to target. Yep. Good job. Target the healer. Boom, boom. I love that. Good job. Oof. Can you get him? I'm pretty sure you can still hit him. You can get him out of your ult. Yeah. You would have been able to take him out with a one-shot combo because he was 3/4 health. I think you would have been able to kill him. Even though he didn't kill anybody, I think you would have been able to take him out while he was ulting. Target their supports. You see the invisible woman there. You know she's in the back line. There she is. Yep. I see the idea. Right? Namor's squids are so annoying. That's a diver. There's an Adam Warlock there. Don't worry about the Hulk. The Hulk isn't really that much of an issue right now. Yeah, you gotta work on your target priority right now. You're doing really good with certain situations, but your target priority needs work. Take out the Namor. Yep, good job. You just saw the Adam cocoon in front of you. Yep, good job. They have soul bond. Good job. Yep, now you take care of the Hulk.
The symbiote Spider-Man returns.
Good job. Good job. having the ability to go into their backline and coming back for heals and then going back into there and flanking and taking out one of their backlines is really important. There's actually a video that's coming out this week where I spectate a Magic player, and we talk about that. We talk about how it's really important for you to be coming back to your team, getting those heals and moving back into their backline. It's really important for flank players to do that and play with your team, but also play around your cooldowns. Your cooldowns are very important. Once you're out of those cooldowns, you start panicking because you have no escape. Those are the things you need to start working on as you continue to move up in the ranks, because if you don't, you're going to start getting punished for them. As you move higher and higher into the ranks, you're going to start noticing that you're going to start seeing more deaths because you don't play around your cooldowns and you don't play with your team. Those are things you need to start thinking about as you continue to move up in the ranks.
Get ready.
Playing against a good Magic player is really bad for supports. Yeah, I agree. Because all they do, if you notice, the really good Magic players, the really annoying Magic players, will go into the backline, do their one-shot combo, hit maybe one or two more auto attacks, and then go right back into their team, get healed up, wait for their cooldown to come back, and then go and do that all over again. You should be the most annoying character for them to constantly be thinking about where you are. Right now, you know they have a Namor, so try not to pressure the Namor too much because he can kill you very easily. Yep, take him out. Good job. Move back. Look for their supports. Look for the Atom. Look for the Atom or the Sue.
Spiders love things with 8 legs, but they're crack the whip.
I like that. I like the intent, but I figured he still had his shift. I like the intent though. Yeah, take him out. Yep, good job. Good job taking out the Hulk. Now look for their supports. Look for their supports. See, that's why I would have targeted their Atom. That's a good ult by your Star-Lord. Good job taking out the Invisible Woman. Now think about their Atom. Think about the Atom. Atom is probably one of the most susceptible people to be dove on. If you're playing Atom, I'm sorry, but you're gonna get dove on so much because Atom doesn't have that much free of escape. With the exception of his soul bond, there's really nothing much Atom can do unless he hits his shots. Atom is one of the best people to dive on when you're diving supports, because he doesn't have much of an escape. He literally can't go anywhere. He's really good against dive, I'm not saying he's not, but if you bait out his left shift with which is his soul bond, there's not much he can do there unless he hits his shots. So now you have to be skillful and required to hitting your shots as Atom. You take out the left shift, which is his soul bond. He has no defensive abilities against the dive, with the exception of him trying to hit you out of the sky. Those are the things you have to look at. He is probably the most acceptable. He is good against dive, but he's not the best. There are other strategists who are better.
Double KO.
Take out the... Yeah, I kind of figured the Invisible Woman had all... You can take him out. You can take him out. There you go. Good job. That's really good. He had no idea you were there, and that was really good.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
I see the intention there. I don't... There you go. Good job. I saw the intention there, but again, you're missing out on the opportunity of taking them out during your ult because you're not going in and right-clicking them, doing an uppercut, then ulting. There's a lot of good supports or a lot of good Spider-Man that do that in higher ranks, and they get more value that way.
Better than Aunt May's chicken soup.
Atom zooming around like Iron Man would be very scary, chat. Good pick. Ooh. Most annoying ult in the game.
Feeling good.
The healers show Spider-Man no love. No, they put the snowflake on him earlier. She just died, unfortunately. So the Luna's putting snowflake on Spider-Man. Spider-Man is also one of the most mobile characters in the game and should know where all the health packs are. In my opinion. Like, he shouldn't be 100% reliant on the healers, but he should come back for heals. you know, to give your healers some all charge, but like you shouldn't 100% be relying on your supports.
Spider Sling.
Good job. Good pick. Good pick.
Look out,
That was a great pick by the Spider-Man.
Control seized.
Yeah.
2 points, Star-Lord.
You've captured more than half of
I mean, Adam has the least mobility of all the strategists. He's not very fast. Yeah, Plat.
Crack the whip.
Oh man! Oh, that's the second time you do that to him. Oh man, that's so messed up. That is so messed up. That's so funny though.
Don't mess with the amazing
I love that. I love that. Again,
KO.
Oh, you
great pick on the healers. However, don't forget to hit him first. Hit him first.
You owe me one.
I'll be so mad with the Hulk. You guys are not doing bad on this point. But again, your target priority needs to be there with the supports. Don't worry about the Namor. He's the one you shouldn't be worried about. Be worried about just the supports. You have a Strange up there. Yep, punish him. He's out of position. Now move away. Oh, this is gonna be sad. Yeah. I think overall, here's what I'm gonna say. You guys are not gonna win this. However, very winnable game by you guys. Here is why I would have said your Spider-Man's not bad. However, you focus so much on the DPS. You focus on the Namor. Your target priority needs work. Your positioning is all right. As Spider-Man, you want to be an assassin. You want to be in their backline. Their Namor was playing a lot of frontline. You could have punished their backline so much. You could have gone over after the Atom. You could have made him switch. You could have made his day not very fun. And the same thing with the Invisible Woman. They got so much leeway and opportunity to basically play the game there. As Spider-Man, you should be in the back of their heads at all times, even if you don't get them picked all the time. The fact that you're constantly there and applying pressure gives them the opportunity to start thinking, oh man, this Spider-Man's going to come back. And they have to play a little bit more defensively, which means they have to be out of line of sight more, which would have pushed their team back just a little bit, which would have opened up more opportunities for your tanks and the other DPS to get more picks. But the issue that I saw here is that the Adam Warlock and the Invisible Woman were pushed up all the time. They were literally with their team all the time, and you really didn't apply a lot of pressure as Spider-Man. Your job as Spider-Man is really to apply that backline pressure. Even if you don't get the pick, the fact that you're there and they're constantly thinking about you is enough for them to start worrying and start making mistakes. Your ability to pick off flying characters was great. Your ability to pick off, low priority targets are really good. But start focusing more on their backline. Focus on their supports. You had the one-shot combo with Venom at the beginning of the game, and you were really focused on that Iron Man so much that those supports really didn't get any pressure on them. You would have applied more pressure, they wouldn't have been able to apply more value to their team. So just remember, as Spider-Man, your job is to be in their backline, go back to your backline and apply that pressure. Some of those combos that you're doing a really good job with. Again, those opportunities that you saw that they were low on health, you jumped on it really fast. But one thing else you want to start thinking about is when you're utilizing your ult, apply that other combo first. Use your right click, your uppercut, and then utilizing your ult is a good way to solidify 1 or 2 kills. But overall, you're doing a really good job on Spider-Man. I really appreciate you submitting your VOD here. If you guys like what you're watching and what you're seeing, make sure to click down in the description below to join our Discord where you can submit your VODs here. I really do appreciate it very, very much. We do this every day, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I hope you have a great day/night.